Welcome back to Wholesome Counsels. Today we're discussing a topic that is interesting. It's called the performance-based self-esteem and how it's connected to trauma. That trauma series of how trauma shows up in an adult life. So, have you ever felt like your worth hinges on your achievement or how well you do something? It's like you're on a never-ending treadmill, like trying to prove your value through accomplishments. This feeling can be deeply tied to past traumas, especially if as a child you received love and attention, primarily when you performed well. So performance-based self-esteem refers to a sense of self-worth, right? That is heavily dependent on achievements and external validation. This type of self-esteem often emerges from individuals who grew up in environments, we call it performance-based environments, where praise and affection are conditional on their performance, right? So it's like living under a spotlight where your value is constantly being measured by how well you perform on a task. So understanding this link is a bit like turning on a light in a dark room. It helps you to see that your value isn't about what you do, but about who you are. So I'd like you to take a message away from today's video. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of respect. You are worthy of honor just by being you. Let's remember that together, especially on tough days. Let's discuss striving for excellence versus perfectionism. So if you often find yourself chasing perfectionism or you're setting very high standards for yourself, standards you know that are usually unmet, regardless of how other people praise you, you might be high functioning or you are an overachiever. It's crucial to distinguish between striving for excellence and succumbing to perfectionism. So excellence is you doing the best with all the resources, including time, your health and capacity, and the constraints that you have, and feeling content with the efforts that you have put into a task. Whereas perfectionism, on the other hand, involves you pushing yourself beyond the limits, stretching yourself without self-imposed external expectations, often leading to feelings of failure. So these two standards are not the same. I'll tell you a brief story that might resonate with you, especially if you are struggling with perfectionism and excellence. So meet Leah, a brilliant young professional, and she always just excelled in her academics and in her career as well. So despite her achievements, Leah always has this constant pressure to do more. She often stays late at work. She's driven by fear that, she didn't want any mistakes that would deem her unworthy before her manager or supervisor. So this relentless pursuit of perfection actually stems from her childhood, where her parents only praised her when she brought some top grades home. So over time, Leah realized that her self-worth was tied to her performance. With the help of therapy, she began to untangle these beliefs around her self-worth and began to embrace the idea that she is worthy regardless of her achievements. So, if you are finding this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below with your thoughts and ideas, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more insightful content. Your support means the world to me. Thank you. Cultural and personal context involves this relentless pursuit, often that is traced back to our childhood, where there is a devoid of validation, especially from our parental figures. So there is this cultural expectation that can just be overwhelming. So as an experienced first-hand Nigerian who grew up in an upper middle class background. Despite diligent efforts, anything short top grades means we're falling short of receiving approval from our parents, our teachers, and community. It's a common scenario, all right, because it's a performance-based oriented environment. In conclusion, performance-based self-esteem can be deeply rooted in our past, our environments, the condition with which we were raised. But it's not a life sentence, right? When we recognize these patterns and understand where it's coming from, we can begin to shift our focus from external validation to internal acceptance, to understanding that our worth is not defined by what we do, by how much qualifications we have, how much status symbol things we acquire, but it's inherently knowing that you are valuable, you are deserving of love and respect, no matter what and where you find yourself in life. So thank you so much for watching. If you found this content helpful, please like, comment, and share this video with others who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe and stay updated with more content like this. If you haven't watched my family enmeshment and 5 strategies to help you get out of it in a healthy way, please look up for it in the link below. See you in the next video. Bye.